down.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'm making another video. As you can tell by the thumbnail, I'm going to be showing you guys my budget 1911. I don't want to say build because I really didn't build this. It's just a 1911 that I got back in February. If you guys saw that video talking about my Taurus PT 1911. So I'm going to be talking about this gun and two things that I've done to it and at least three things that I have coming. But I wanted to kind of show you guys the progress. Now these things that I've added to it as of right now, very simple, very basic things. Ideally, when I'm done with this pistol, I'm going to have it exactly the way I want it. And the idea has changed from what I originally wanted to what I have now. But I'm going to have it exactly the way that I want it. And it's all going to be under $1,000. So if you guys saw my Glock 17C build, that really wasn't an on-budget build. I have a pretty decent amount of money into that. So I didn't want to put too much money into my 1911, especially because this is my first 1911. So I kept it fairly budget. So I'm going to show you guys what I have, then I'll show you the gun, and then we'll kind of go from there and I'll break down prices and stuff like that. So the first thing that I got, and this box is kind of torn up. When I got this thing in the mail, I don't know if it was the mail carrier or the company, I don't know, but the product itself wasn't damaged, so I'm all right. But this is the Recover Tactical Grip. Now, if you look at the back here, this is what the grip consists of. It's the grip here, and it covers the trigger guard. It extends over the frame of the gun, and it adds the rail to the front of the gun. My 1911 did not come with a rail, which I was okay with. So this adds the rail onto there. That's real quick. I'll explain a little bit more about that here in a second, where I bought it, and if I remember, I'll put a link down below. If I don't put the link down below because I bought it on Amazon, it's just recovertactical.com. You can go on there and you can buy those grips. The second thing that I bought that I just got in is the O-Light. It's the PL2 Valkyrie. It takes two CR123 batteries like most of my other lights do. This is 1200 lumens and it is 71.5 minutes of runtime. So this thing is waterproof up to 235 meters and all that kind of stuff. I won't get into all the specifics. You guys can look this up if you want. That's what it is right there. Awesome little light. I didn't know how I was going to like this. I found it online. I found a couple reviews about it online. And I decided, you know what, why not? So I went ahead and bought that. I bought this off of eBay. These normally go for a little over $100. I found this one brand new on eBay. And I paid $82 is what it ended up coming out to with shipping and everything like that. So here's my gun. Now before we go any further, I want to show you guys that there's not a magazine inserted. We are clear. I'm not going to point the gun at myself, but we are clear. And kind of while I'm on that, every time I do a video similar to this, just standing and talking, I always just have a very plain background. So this flag, I've had it for a while. It's just been folded up because I have so many other flags put up everywhere. Tell me if you guys like that. I may change out flags for different videos or whatever, but I thought I'd go with something different. My Texas Thin Blue Line flag. I got that from Relentless Defender if you guys want to get you one of those. But anyway, so back to my gun. So here's that grip right there. So these are the original screws to hold that grip in. And what it has is down here, you can see that one, and then kind of up here on that light, it's got two little bitty screws with two nuts that come with the packaging. And you just put those in, holds it around your pistol, or I'm sorry, not your pistol grip, your trigger guard right here. And then this one holds the front together for the rail. So that's that right there. Now this light, this O-Light, has a little switch right here. So I have two or three of the Streamlight TLR 1s. And then of course I have the Streamlight TLR 6. Now the TLR 6, you screw that one in, you can't just pop it on and off. TLR 1, you can pop it on and off, but you have to have a tool to unscrew it. Whether it's a tool, sometimes I'll use a quarter, screwdriver, flathead, whatever the case is. Unscrew it in order to take it off. If I want to, whether put it on a different gun, if I need to change out the batteries, whatever the case is, that's how you take that off. Now this one, I'm going to try to get this on video without dropping the light. But it just has this little switch that you flip up and it just pops over. Light comes right off. No tools required. It takes about 2 seconds to put on. That's the gun right there without the light on it. And originally, like I said, I was going to do wooden grips on this. My thinking was it's a steel gun. It's a 1911. You need to keep it traditional, you know. Metal gun, wooden grips. I just wanted to go that route with it. I ended up changing my mind when I found this grip. I'm a huge fan of lights on guns, so we'll go ahead and put this thing back on. But anyways, I'm a huge fan of lights on guns, so I wanted to put a light on this gun. Of course, I didn't have a rail. You can do a TLR 6 on a 1911. I just wasn't a huge fan of the look of it. I think this looks so much more aggressive. I guess so much more tactical if you want to go that route with it, but I just liked the look of that, and it just looked so nice. So I got that. Like I said, ended up finding this light. Flip it on, boom, you're ready to go. Now this light, if you guys haven't seen this light, it's got paddles on each side, so it is an ambidextrous light. My fingers are fairly short. I can still reach the button just fine. And you can see it there, it's very bright. I can reach the button just fine with my trigger finger. However, whenever I turn the light on, more than likely it's gonna be me gripping the gun here and me pushing forward with my thumb. So that works just fine. I can get to that very easily. If you wanted to, what you can do is with your trigger finger and your thumb at the same time push, and it does have a strobe mode. So like I said, for $80, 1200 lumens, really cannot beat that. This is pretty comparable. I've seen a lot of people compare it to the TLR1, but pretty comparable to the Surefire X300. And that's kind of the look that I wanted with this, was that X300 style look. The TLR1 is a little bit shorter, a little bit fatter, bulkier, which I don't necessarily mind on my Glocks. But for this, because of how long this 1911 is, I wanted a longer look to it. So I think this one, the whole package, just it looks really nice as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, I'm very happy with this. So, budget build, the reason why I called it my budget build, I got this 1911, like I said, it is a Taurus PT 1911. I got this from Academy back in February for my birthday. So, when I bought this gun, they had it on sale, and it just so happened they had it on sale, like I said, around my birthday. So I paid about $550 or so for this gun out the door. Really not too bad for a 1911. Now, no, it's not a SIG or a Kimber, you know, or a Colt or the big name brands as far as 1911s go. I know Taurus isn't necessarily known for their 1911s, but my thing is, if it works, I'm okay with it. You know, it has the look that I want, which is fairly important to me, even though functionality is more important, but it works. So that's my biggest, you know, my biggest thing as far as the gun goes. As long as the gun works, I'm really not too concerned as far as the brand goes. I'm not a brand chaser by any means, even though I do like nicer brands and stuff like that. But that's why I was okay with going with a not so known, at least to me, not so known, you know, light, and then, like I said, not a top of the line 1911. So this, you know, is my budget build. I'm not necessarily a 1911 person. I'm more of a Glock person. I have multiple Glocks that I've customized. So this is the first 1911 that I've gotten into, and I'm wanting to customize or wanting to do a little bit more with. So about $550 roughly for the 1911. I don't know if it's more expensive now, cheaper, whatever, but that's where I got mine, was Academy. So at the time, $550. I got the grips on Amazon. Like I said, they are Recover Tactical, and I paid about $35 for these grips. Amazon Prime, I got them within 2 days. Can't complain about that. As far as I know, no one else here in town, where I'm at least, has these grips in stock, so I ordered them online. The light, like I said, I found the light. On average, $100, $120 is pretty consistent is what I was looking at. It just so happened that I'd gone on eBay and I was looking around just to see if I could find it cheaper, and I found it for $82 shipped. So you're looking at, I don't know what, $620, $30. My math is probably off, but a little over $600 for this right here, for this setup. And it's, I mean, not perfect by any means, but this is a great deal for $600 and some. If you buy those bigger name brand guns, you're going to spend sometimes double that for a 1911. And as far as I'm concerned, you're buying the name. Now, are they good guns? Are they quality guns? Of course they are. But like I said, this isn't something I'm carrying every single day. This isn't something I'm relying on every single day. This is just something for me to go out, have some fun with, shoot, and probably in the winter time, because I can wear bigger clothes, this is going to be my winter gun. Alternate this and my Glock 17C because of how big they are. Now, the other things that I bought, it came with one magazine, which is this magazine here, 8 round capacity. If I didn't say so, This is the government, so it's the 5-inch. And then in a different video, I showed you guys that I bought 4 more magazines for it from a buddy of mine who sold his 1911 and just said, hey man, I have these here, do you want them? So I think for these, I paid like 15 bucks a piece. So I either paid $40 or $45. I know he gave me a really good deal, but $40 or $45 for 4 magazines. And they are all Wilson Combat magazines, so they're all very reliable magazines. Now, things for the future, I am going to change out these sights, and I was looking at going with fiber optic sights. I'm just a huge fan of fiber optic sights. I've been kind of juggling around the idea of throwing a red dot on this, really for no other reason other than I put that red dot on my Glock 17C, and I love that thing. It's so amazing. I don't know, if you don't have a red dot on a pistol, it's kind of hard for me to explain why a red dot on a pistol makes so much sense and why it's so much nicer and so much smoother, so much easier to shoot as far as I'm concerned. I kind of want to do that with this, but like I said, fairly budget build, so we'll see if I decide to do that. The fiber optic sights I'm looking at anywhere from $50 to $80 just for a basic set of fiber optic sights. The next thing I'm going to do is a trigger job. I have not done anything to the internals of this gun yet. This is completely stock on the inside. So I have a buddy that can do the trigger job. And then the other one is a magwell, a flared out magwell from Wilson Combat. I think they're like $30 or something. So when you put all that together, I'm looking at spending maybe another $150 on top of the roughly $600, $620, whatever it was that I've spent already. So when this is all said and done, I'm looking at maybe $750 into this build if I don't go with the red dot. I mean, you cannot beat that. $750, new grip, new light, trigger job, new sights, magwell, and a bunch of magazines. I'd rather spend my money on the ammo to go out and practice shooting this thing so I'm better with it. Like I said, this is my first 1911. I know a lot of people say, you know, you don't just buy 1911. 1911 is a lifestyle, and these guys that have 1911s swear up and down by 1911s. I'm not necessarily one of those people. I'm more of I like having options. I like having different kinds of guns. I like shooting different things. So I like changing up what I'm doing. I've never owned a 1911. My birthday came around. Like I said, it was on sale. Really good deal. Why not? So I went ahead and went with this gun. So if you guys have any questions about this gun, like I said, I'm going to try to link. I'll try to remember. I'll link the Recover Tactical Grip down in the description down below where I got it on Amazon. They do have different colors, OD green, gray, and maybe coyote. I'm not 100% sure, but they do have different colors if you guys are interested in that. Olight, I'm not 100% sure of the website because like I said, when I was looking them up, it's olightworld.com. So when I was looking them up, I was looking like on Optic Planet. I looked on Amazon. I ended up finding it the cheapest on eBay. So just type in Olight PL2 Valkyrie if you guys want to check that light out. Everything else, like I said, I'm looking at Wilson Combat for other accessories for this thing. So there is more coming. I just kind of wanted to show you guys this is the progress that I have made with this 1911 so far. I know I showed you guys it when I got it, and I haven't said anything else about it. Now, I'm not promoting the sale of anything. I'm not saying go out and buy this. This video isn't sponsored by anyone. This is just my personal opinion. These are the things that I liked and the things that I went ahead and went with. So if you guys have any questions, comment down below. I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. If not, thanks for watching my video. If you're subscribed, thanks for subscribing. If not, click that button down below and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.